Hi everyone, I've got another really hard checkmate into puzzle. This is a white to move checkmate into. If you like what you see with these videos, make sure you do leave a like, and if you want to share this with your friends, by all means do so. It's a very beautiful puzzle. So as always with these videos, I do have the solution in the timestamp, so if you do just want to skip straight ahead, by all means do so. But let's talk about this problem. Right, so this particular one, it was composed by R.I. Gunn. Couldn't find anything about this composer. I couldn't even find the date of when he actually composed this particular problem. And it's a very difficult one. I did struggle with this one. I couldn't actually find this one. But the solution is very satisfying. The challenge with this problem is there's lots of moves that black can do here that will get him out of the checkmate. But the first thing to note about this particular problem is this black king. This king has got nowhere it can move to. It is dominated by all of white's pieces. So really all we've got to do is just find a check. But it's easier said than done. If we just do a move like, let's say, queen takes here, this looks okay. The problem with this move is after knight takes, white hasn't got a check that leads to a mate in one. What do I mean by that? Well, if let's say we move the king up to f2, which I think a lot of you probably thought, oh great, this is checkmate, I've got a nice staircase mate. Well, unfortunately, black can block this. He can just jump his knight here, or even just a d1, and it's no longer mate. It is mate in 3, so if you did want to get a mate in 3, by all means, that's fine. But the real beauty to the solution, and I think what I find in a lot of, when I read a lot of the comments to these problems, some people go, oh yeah, I got mate in 3, that's just as good. But the problem is the beauty comes in getting it in 2. That's the real secret to a great puzzle. Is you can do it in 3, that's great, but doing it in 2 moves is even better. So that's kind of one of the problems with this. I did have a look at some other stuff. One of the things I tried to explore is there any way that you can maybe castle in this particular position? So I was looking at stuff like this, like taking here, but even after this, you can't actually castle because the queen blocks it, and even after this line here you actually still can't castle. So always have a look out for those particular those little tricky moves like that. There's loads of the moves that don't really work here. I mean, you could throw in the check with the knight, but the problem is the king just moves along and there's no longer a mating idea here. Even if the king comes to b1, and let's say we throw in a check with the queen here, the problem here is, well, black could just block it and it's absolutely fine. So no checkmate in 2 there. What other failed solutions might someone try here? I think we've covered most of them. I think another thing also just to consider, if let's say you think, okay, some sort of weird takes knight here. The problem with this is black can just easily thwart the solution by just taking here with the rook. So there's just lots of things stopping us from delivering the checkmate. But there is only one mating idea, and it's important here that in this particular solution you've got to make sure you keep this queen pinned. It's pinned at the minute to the king. So there's no way for it to move around. As soon as you move this queen away, suddenly that opens up the freedom of this black queen. So the solution to this one is very nice. It is the move rook to h2. I don't think you expected that move, did you? So very, very nice solution. Let's go over some of the lines. So most obvious one, let's just say black just takes the queen. That seems pretty good. We win a queen. Hey, that's pretty cool. The problem with this is now we can deliver checkmate with the rook. Notice how well the knight and the rook combine. This is actually a very known, well, I say it's a nice little checkmating pattern, this knight and rook combination here. So another move that could be played. Let's just say he takes this rook. Well, again, we can deliver checkmate with the queen here on e3. Very nice. There's not really any other moves that black can really do in this position. If he just plays something random like moving a knight out of the way, again we could just keep winning with taking here. Again, all we needed was that check. Now that the knight has moved away from that square, it's no longer defending this queen, so we can checkmate on e3. A really good solution now. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Leave a like if you like this one. As I say, please share this with your friends to try and stump them with this very difficult checkmate into. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.